praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahushai Ba'Hashem, Harakah Kwadash. Double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the sincere Akim. Kwame Yahshua, rise up to the house of David, man. Yeah, we're going to take a look at this. Protests around the world. Right? So this is from Amnesty International News. We're just going to, a brief introduction there. We had Brazil, the protests over there in Brazil, Chile, Lebanon, Ecuador, Iraq, UK, Guinea, Hong Kong, to name but a few, just a few. Protests are breaking out across the globe and activists are demanding action. What they're asking for, some examples: equality, they want freedom, they want justice, planet reform, you know, what goes on all around the world with the animals, and like I say, to name just a few. So this is seditions. We'll start with one of the precepts in second Ezra 15 to 16 says, "For there shall be seditions." Yeah, one of my videos we looked up the word, the meaning, uprise against the authorities, the governments, among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So this is all to show that we are in the year 2020. Prophecies are in full effect. To name just a few uprisings. Let's check out another news article here. This is another news article. This says the world on fire. Here are all the major protests happening around the globe right now. So there was one to kick it off. This one was the George Floyd in May of 2020. Which there's always been protests going on. There's always, whether they're on mainstream media news or not. But this was one of the major ones. The protests can be where is it? Yeah, the George Floyd. It says currently protests are happening in the United States, Hong Kong and Canada, among other places. This one example of the George Floyd. We know what happened with that man. Police suffocated him, putting his knee in his neck. So from the civil rights movement march on Washington to the spring of early 2020, protests have left powerful marks upon the world. So we're going to hit some more examples, man, because there's so many. We ain't going to be able to hit them all. We're going to just touch some of these examples here. This one's in Philippines. Protesters are sounding alarm over a new anti-terror bill that some fear will suppress free speech. See there? Protesters are taken to the streets over a new anti-terror bill, the Anti-Terrorism Act of 2020, which has been heavily pushed by the President Rodrigo Duterte, would broaden the definition of the terrorism and give police additional arrest and surveillance powers. What's new? Surveillance. They're always surveilling the people anyway, because they're paranoid. They've always feared a sedition and an uprising. So, however, it says, as reports the bill's opponents fear it may be used to damp down free speech and independent media. Yeah, we know they're going to do that anyway. We think that this is against the Constitution, human rights lawyer Jones, right, given the broadening of definition of terrorism, and the administration critics could be tagged as suspect terrorists. Let's hit some of these other examples here. Over in Hong Kong, boy. Protests in Hong Kong, which there's always protests over there in Hong Kong, have reignited after Beijing set out to impose national security legislation. Toronto. Right. Here we go again. Black Lives Matter over there in Toronto. Not another black life. Someone else has been killed there. Oh, that's the Ahmaud Arbery. Yeah. Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, to name just a few, died after telling another one here, Requite, which I'm butchering the name, Requite, who died after falling from an apartment building while police officers were present. So, suspected, allegedly, probably was pushed out of a window, man. You know, in Toronto, Canada, Canada on May 30, year 2020. All this is happening, man. Let me see if I can pronounce that word. Toronto, Ontario. It's as close as I can pronounce it. But like I say, just to name a few of these places that are uprising, here's another one. Israel are protesting the killing of a teacher at the hands of Israeli police and are relaying the solidarity which United States protesters. People hold placards as they protest the solidarity with those in the United States protesting police brutality and the death of Minneapolis police. Death in Minneapolis police custody of George Floyd. Boy, all around the world, man. Boy. And there's more. Brazil residents have turned out to protest police brutality to weigh in on the ongoing investigation against the county president. See that? So how many places we got here? Chile, that's Chile. That's Brazil. Israel. That's Toronto, one of the states over the America. Yeah, Hong Kong, Philippines, to name a few, man. So we're gonna hit these precepts. Point is made, man. You got the point. There's an uprising, yeah, and there are seditions. So this fulfills prophecy. This fulfills everything that we've been saying as coming true. Here's a precept in Job 20:27. It says, "The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him." Right, because people are saying about they want equality. They know they're oppressed. Even the heathen and the Edomite, them are uprising. The Goyim, which is all the nations, and the Edomite, them, which is the so-called white people, talking about they want freedom, they want equality, they want justice, protesting the planet, the pollution of the planet. So yeah, that's what's happening. The heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. The earth is literally rising up against Esau too. The animals don't like the Edomites. They're coming out and they're doing damage, man. They're attacking the Edomites, man. You know, and that you're not hearing about that in the mainstream news. The sharks, the killer whales, which I done a video on that. They're doing their coordinated attacks against the boats. You know, going over the coordinating attacks, which means to be planning and surrounding boats and ramming boats. You know, and I done a video on that. The sharks are angry, so that's what it says there. The sharks are angry, the bears are angry, the lions are angry. The heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. The animals, you know, the fires. Yeah, there's fires also going on. Let me check out another one here. Talking about the fires, I was watching the news yesterday in Colorado. The fires, thousands evacuate from homes. Colorado fires. We got more here. This is been labelled the year of protests. Thousands calling for change in Chile and Nigeria. Yeah, we mentioned Thailand. Rally protests defy ban on gatherings. So they're protesting the fact that they're trying to stop them from protesting. The fact that they're trying to stop them from protesting or trying to stop them from gathering has made even more protests, has got them even madder. So that's just increased the anger and increased the seditions, and people are just rallying. That's in Thailand. In Guyana, they're talking about police reform. They're hitting the streets over there in Nigeria. Police reform, being brutalized, trying to stop people from earning money. So, yeah, that's what it says there. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. Literally, the earth is rising up against him. The fires over there in California, Colorado. Right, man. So Esau's getting paranoid. He's getting even more shook. This precept sums it, brings it out, makes that really, like I say, these are heavy hitting precepts, man. Job 18 and 14 says, his confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors. Yeah, it's going to root you out, man. And at the end of it, you're going to fall at your feet. And when Yahushua come back, he's going to finish what's already been started. The fires that have already been ignited. The Mosai, Yahushua, going to come and he's going to burn you up with the missiles. Going to burn you up. You're going to complete the job. So, yeah, the point is made, Akim. We see the protests all over the world, man. You know, Brazil, Ecuador, Chile, man. This thing is good. Lebanon, Iraq, UK, Guinea, Hong Kong, man. You know, this is the year of prophecy for sure. The year of prophecy for sure. This is going to be the last precept, man. Mark 3 and 24 says, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. So the house is falling, man. In a nutshell, the house comes crumbling down. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yeshua for giving me the spirit to do this video. Rise up to the house of David. Shalak ram be upon all the wicked and everything they've done to us, past, present, and future. May it fall upon their own head. Aita, 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 aita. Babukusha, 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 babukusha.